Well, we are all done in Yuma. We have all of our chicklets nicely taken care of. Dental work is never fun, but it's extra not fun when you have to pay like 4 or 5 times the price for it. So now we're on our way back up. We're actually headed to Quartzsite. We saw these sand dunes and we were like, we got to check this out. We saw these sand dunes and we were like, we got to check this out. They're pretty amazing. It's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not like it wasn't desert outside of the dunes, but the dunes really change it.
And you cannot walk barefoot in this sand.
Oh, it's insanity. Yeah, we came up the shaded, the angle away from the sun side, and it was okay. The second I stepped on the top, it was like my feet were on fire. So yeah, you definitely feel it.
This is pretty cool though.
Yeah, definitely not like really anything we've ever stopped and seen. I think we saw the ones near Denver, but we never stopped. We just wheeled past on our way through.
Where does the sand even come from? Like, does it just blow here, or is it part of the landscape?
It's gotta be part of the landscape. There's someone get in the comments with the geological explanation of where it all comes from, but yeah.
Because it seems so random, kind of, but...
They haul it in. They bring it in from Dubai.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, we're gonna hit the road again. Yeah, take off your sandals. So last night we got the dreaded knock finally. I attribute it mostly to the lack of stealth in this van, because it really does just look like a normal minivan. So because we don't have good window shades, we can't just park in the middle of like the Walmart parking lot where we parked last night. Normally we would just kind of park out in the outskirts in front of the building. But this parking lot we were in, I don't know the name of this town. It's by Carson City, in the mountains south of Reno. But it was so well lit that we thought, let's go see if there's a place behind that has a park with not as much light. And we did. We found a great one. They have a bunch of recycled bundles, a whole bunch of them that kind of block light on one side. It was a perfect spot. So we backed in there, went to sleep. 3 a.m., bang, 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 bang on the window. It was the sheriff's office. So I got out, showed him our ID, talked to him for a few minutes. The whole thing lasted about 5 or 6 minutes. And his whole thing, he said, well, he's like, sometimes people who don't want to get caught are the ones who park in places that are really odd. And so that's really what invited it. We just parked in a place that was great for light, but dumb for, hey, why is that person parked in that weird spot? So a little bit of a lesson learned. We actually did for like 2 hours try to find a rest stop to park at, but there is like nothing between, what was it? Anyway, I can't remember the name of the last big town we were in, but past there, it was kind of narrow, windy mountain road, and lots of up and then lots of down. And so I can understand why there's not a lot of rest stops, but you'd think they would have a few obvious pullovers. They had chain up areas for the truckers, but it said like emergency parking only. So we didn't try to stay at one of those. Maybe we ought to. We probably wouldn't have gotten the knock if we had. Anyways, that being said, it's now bright and shiny morning. We didn't get the sleep we wanted because we were woken up, but for once in a few years, I think we did pretty good, even though we kind of invited it by just parking in a really weird spot. But yeah, Marilyn is in using the washroom and grabbing something quick from Walmart, and we are going to be on our way again through Reno and up to Seattle most likely today by the end. So a bit of a marathon drive still, but we're getting there. Well, end of the day, we are pretty much in Seattle. Had a good day.
Couple vintage shops, went to a gluten-free bakery, a couple gluten-free restaurants,
Delicious.
or one gluten-free restaurant.
Oh, and what was the pasta place?
Oh, Pastini.
Pastini,
That
so
was amazing,
freaking
yeah.
good. The ziti, garlic, and
No, it was the something Garbaretti or something. Something
Yeah.
Garbaretti. Anyways.
Absolutely. I wanted to order a second one, but she wouldn't let me. But anyways, we're going to hit the sack here. And then the next couple days, we'll probably post a video on it. I'm helping a friend who has one of these Previas. We're actually buying one from him, and it's in beautiful shape. But we're helping him camperize one that he has stretched 3 feet. And I think that's the coolest thing in the world. But we'll give you a tour of that coming up in a video.
And I don't know if you, I think you told them about the knock at the door. Well, that was one near miss. Then we had another near miss. Mr. Speedy Pants over here
Oh, I forgot
was
about
going 80 in a 55 zone.
that. Well, it was 2-lane, and I was passing a semi and another car.
Either
and so
way,
it was a short passing lane, but
he
yeah.
got pulled over.
He was coming towards us, and it was just...
And he got off on a warning, which he's very lucky about.
Yeah, the officer was, I wouldn't say understanding, but he was nice, and kind of shook his finger at me, and I relented and totally agreed that it was probably well into the unreasonable.
So 2 near misses in the span of 12 hours.
Yeah, 2 police in less than 12 hours. But yeah, so far, trip has been excellent. No complaints.
Yeah, no real big hiccups, just small hiccups.
Other than the holes in your head.
Yeah, and your head too.
She's been complaining all day.
Yeah, so have you. Anyway, so we're in Seattle now, right?
Well, we're on the edge of it.
Yeah, either way.
So, we'll wrap this one up here. A bit of an adventure, fun day in Portland, and we'll catch you in the next one.